What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time. And we have moved on to 1987. Early 1987 with the release of Contra in the arcades. Yes, Contra was originally an arcade title, ported to the NES in '88, and the various home computers. Because apparently the arcade and computer versions were localized as Greasor in Europe, and the NES version was Probotector. I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, so the arcade version of this did pretty well for itself. Was in the top 4 highest grossing arcade games of '87, but most people are familiar with the NES version. That was the big one. Another sort of killer app, I think, for the NES. I mean, many people are familiar with Contra, you know. Big popular game. If you can believe it, I've never beaten Contra. Ever. I've never even... I think I've gotten to the second stage, and that's, like, it, really. Again, this was before my time, and I was an RPG person. You know, me and my brother, we were RPG people. So Contra, I mean, that was just like... If I wanted to, like, run around and shoot things in a side-scrolling kind of thing, I'd play Super Metroid, you know? So this sort of arcade-style shooter with limited lives and stuff, that was just not our wheelhouse. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. We're going to play the arcade version, even though I think the best of list doesn't really... the best of list only states that the format that the game was originally released on. It doesn't really say which version is considered to be the best. Now, for Contra, I think the NES version is the one that is considered to be the best, but that's just because, again, popularity. Oftentimes, the arcade version is just better, you know, in these early days. So we're going to play the arcade version just because I've never even played it. And it does look better, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to get too far. I'm not going to put in the Konami code. I don't even know if that's on the arcade version. Maybe it is. No, I don't think it is in the arcade version. Yeah, it's only in the NES version. So, we do not get the 30 lives here. But we have coins, so presumably we can just keep continuing. Alright, there we go. Do it. And it does support 2 players, of course. You can play as both Bill and Lance. I'm playing with the keyboard again. Don't ask me why. I think spread is the best. Oh, the explosions can kill you. Well, I didn't know that. Shit. Yeah, it's fucking brutal. This is just so not my thing, you know? Had I grown up with just an NES, and that was, like, my console... Alright, there we go. Oh, I guess we get unlimited continues because of coins. Except now I have blocks on my screen. Fuck! These controls are fucking me up. Why couldn't I just get a controller going? Had I grown up with the NES, I'd be much more accustomed to these kind of games. Because the RPG selection was pretty limited. I mean, my whole gaming life may have been different had I been born like 5 years prior. I probably wouldn't even like Cataclysm. Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Right? Shoot at bad guys. Oh my god. We're good. I mean, this is pretty cool. It's sort of moving forward like that. Oh no! Nice. Yeah, I like that for the NES version. Instead of just giving all players unlimited continues so that they can just beat the game, you know. Fuck that. We'll have a secret code that gives you 30 lives. And if that's not enough, then fuck you. Jesus. And, I mean, that sort of mentality has continued. I mean, up to the modern day, the idea of, well, we have to give people their money's worth. And people demand that they... What? Don't I have more? I have 11 more. So, fucking hell. Even, doesn't matter how rich you are. You can't buy your way through Contra. I guess there is sort of a beauty to that, but fuck me. Yeah, so the mentality of a game has to be a certain number of hours, otherwise it's not worth the money. And so that's why you have these like big open world games or games with just a lot of padding to them. When it's like, this game does not need to be this long, but they made it that way so people get their money's worth. And that's the same thing with the NES. There were a lot of games that were just, they decided to make balls fucking hard with limited lives, limited continues. Because otherwise you'd beat it in like an hour and then you'd be done. And it, you know, for a lot of kids it was just like, well, until you beat it, you're not satisfied. So, I mean, yeah, I understand. I understand back then with all, like, the limitations and things like that. You know. Fuck. Damn it. And, I mean, as an RPG fan, in the SNES days, like, obviously, we had the different thing. We had, you know, just sit there and grind for hours and hours so that you can eventually beat it. Although that's not really necessary in most RPGs, but for casual stuff, yeah. But the thing is, if you enjoy grinding, it's all good. And some people enjoy the struggle of just getting better at games like Contra or Silver Surfer. time up. Alright, let's beat this fucking boss. I don't know how you plan for this fucking shit. God, what are you supposed to do? Just a life tax. Fuck. I'm terrible. And I'm old. Come on, this chick is toast. Fuck, my finger. Come on. No, it's getting faster. You serious with this shit? Fuck. I might actually fail to kill this. That's insane. Alright, we got it. Holy shit. People do this with 3 lives. Alright, this is sort of a stage I remember, although the NES version, the order of stages is different. Because I don't remember having to beat that boss to get here. But, maybe. Fuck. So yeah, is it one of the best games of all time? In my opinion, no. Basically for all the reasons that I gave for Ghosts and Goblins. An important game, influential game, impressive game for the time, but, you know, this level of difficulty and all that is just not really entertaining for a modern audience that wasn't raised with this. Yeah. So, we've had a string of no's here, I think. Let's see. Contra, no. Outrun, no. Zelda, no. Bubble Bobble was no vote. Super Mario Brothers was yes. Ghosts and Goblins, no. Gauntlet, no. Tetris, yes. We're stripping off a lot of games here. But, them's the breaks. I don't think most NES titles are going to hold up for me, at least. But there's plenty of them, so there it be. I mean, a game that I would personally say is better. Even though, like, it's not really my genre, you know. And I never spent too much time with it, but even when I was a kid, I was like, well, this is just better. This is just a better Contra. I'm trying to find the name of it. It's got a weird name. And it was kind of a weird game in general. I don't know, what is the genre of this? It's not a shoot 'em up. It's... What the fuck is it? What does it say for Contra? Run and gun. I mean, yeah, I guess. Run and gun shooter. I mean, this is like barely a point I'm trying to make. But it's just a game that even as a kid I thought was better than Contra. Turrican, Super Turrican. Yeah. So I think we had the first one. I don't know why we owned it. Super Turrican. Was it the first one or the second one? It may have been the second one. Oh no, this second one had a grappling arm. Fuck, I don't remember. Hold on, I have to watch a video while all these sound effects are going on. The video will tell me. The first one looks damn familiar, I gotta say. Yeah, I think it might have been the first one then. Let me check a video on the second one. See if this looks familiar. No, I don't remember that. No, it was definitely the first one. Okay. So yeah, Super Turrican on the SNES. I mean, that's not a game that's talked about much. And the levels in Super Turrican were much more like vertical and expansive, and you moved around a lot more than Contra. But yeah, I mean, like I said, even as a kid, I was just like, yeah, I'd rather play this than Contra. I mean, it looked better, and, you know, that was a factor when I was younger, but... yeah. That's all there is to say, I guess. Why isn't Super Turrican on this list? I don't know. But alright. My name is Mangg. This has been Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time with Contra. And I'll see you fine folks next time.